welcome to Third Time Sports Podcast. Just a heads up, this show contains adult language, unfiltered opinions, and a whole lot of passion for sports. If you're easily offended, this might not be the spot for you. But if you can't handle the heat, hit the subscribe button. And don't be a dick.
Come on, man.
You see that?
Fuck?
Right there? Yeah, buddy.
Oh, yeah, man. Come on now, got the gang back up in here,
y'all
man.
hear me,
Come
or
on.
do I need to switch my audio?
No, you all to the good.
You sound like shit, but we still love you.
I sound like shit.
How about now? Better?
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
yeah, there we go.
Okay, man. Okay,
Put some
then.
bass behind that voice. Yeah.
Hey.
No, you're serious.
Hey, did you play the disclaimer first?
Brother, if you're going to come up in this room and
All
get
the
your ass
time.
whooped, we
You
might
did?
as well hear what
Play
you
the
have to say.
disclaimer?
Oh, we did. Most definitely.
Okay, well then fuck you, Ace.
It's right out the gate. Look. What up,
There we
Carl?
go.
How y'all living, man? Welcome back. Total Time Sports Podcast. Tres Amigos. Y'all see what the hell going on, as usual. You know what I'm saying? They're getting their per diem up in here every time, you know what I'm saying? My boy, you know what I'm saying? Back in the building. Ace Deuce. Missed you. Glad to have you back. Got
Shout
the
out
bro
to-
down
Took
out
you
to-
long
King.
enough. Welcome
Shout
back,
out to
motherfucker.
WPW champion T.Y. Ice, baby. Love you some T.Y. Ice. Let's go.
Man, got the big dog King James, man. What's the deal? And yours
Pow,
truly,
pow, pow.
the
Feeling
great.
good. I'm feeling good. You know why I'm
Mhm.
feeling good? What the helly? What the helly, Burton? Y'all got it.
Anyway, y'all, we gonna get to that. Look, we gonna get to that. As y'all see, my face ain't changed. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get to that though. Anyways, man, glad to be back, man. We got, man, a nice little show for y'all real quick, you know what I mean? Coming in and dropping off some hot shit. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. Let's get right to it though, man. For real, for real. The only thing in the NFL I done seen so far is George Pickens to the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Now the Cowboys got a decent wide receiver core. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they getting their motherfucking side ass quarterback situation together. But
Bullshit.
hey, you know what I'm saying? Whatever works for them, works for them.
Hashtag we them girls.
Hey, man.
Man.
I'm sorry, dog. As long as Dak is your quarterback, I don't know if it matters who the fuck you got out there trying to catch the ball.
That part. I agree. If Dak gonna throw the ball correctly, then hell, you know, they might be all right. But they defense is they bread and butter, so I don't really be worried about them anyway. What you think, Ace?
What else going on in the NFL, Ace?
Honestly, let's go ahead and talk about George Pickens on the opposite side of another diva, C.D. Lamb. C.D. Lamb, though, is like Golden Globe nominated, award winning actress. You know what I mean, in this whole show. And you just brought in George Pickens, so I imagine like there's going to be a lot that they improve their run game, they improve their offensive line. Are they them boys again this year with the George Pickens acquisition at 3rd round pick? Absolutely not. You have so many, you know. Yeah, we're what did Jerry say? Yeah, we're all in last season where they did fucking nothing. At least they tried to do something this season. So shout out to the Cowboys for at least attempting to be better than you were last season. And Deb, I don't share your same sentiment. Like, I don't think that Dak Prescott is that garbage. I think that when Dak Prescott first came in the league, his offensive line was like 3 Pro Bowlers, and Zeke Elliott was Zeke Elliott at that point in time. And he had insert name here and Jason Witten and so and so and so and so. And the defense barely gave up any points. I don't think that 90% of what the Cowboys are going through is Dak Prescott's fault. Did they pay him more than God for no reason? Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
And Michael Browns were apparently in talks with them to try to figure out a situation to also take Dak Prescott instead of, I don't know, maybe getting our seventh quarterback of the year, like to make something happen. Dak Prescott has proved that in clutch situations, he's not that guy. But I think that what the Cowboys are doing this year hopefully helps reboot them. And I don't think the Cowboys have the team they had last year. I think the Cowboys are maybe a wild card team. I don't think they're going to win their division with the Eagles and Commanders being there, but I do think that's a step up for the Cowboys, in my opinion.
Definitely. I mean, I agree with that. With you hitting them notes like that on there, I would say the same thing as well because they don't got nothing else to look forward to if it's not the defense.
You're in a tough ass division minus the Giants.
Yeah, when you say the Eagles, all I think about is their defense. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
the way
not
they looked
including
again,
their
the way they
offense
whooped,
that
the way
doubled
they
up
whooped
on
up
Pat
on the
Mahomes
Chiefs
and
and
the boys. Yeah.
the way they whooped it on them Chiefs in the Super Bowl, bro. I ain't never seen anybody getting their ass whooped like that
And
in a minute.
with Jaden Daniels and the Commanders, like the sky's the
I was
limit
gonna
right
say, now hold on now.
Oh
Them
yeah. Can't
goddamn
forget about
Washington
them
Redskins.
Commanders.
I
On
mean,
God.
I don't say Commanders, dog.
I say it too. Hey, look, I say the same thing though, for real.
The Redskins, the motherfucking Redskins.
Oh geez.
You better watch out for them motherfuckers, dog.
Oh yeah, because they on. Hey, didn't they just get Debo Samuel too? They just got Debo Samuel over there.
No, that wasn't the Redskins, bro.
No, it was. They got Scary Terry now, and they just got another crazy wide receiver
You say
over
Debo?
there. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
My too soon prediction.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. My bad.
My way too soon Super Bowl prediction. Way too soon Super Bowl prediction. Redskins and Lions.
Ooh, you out here
That
throwing
would
the
be
bait. You
a
throwing
great
the.
Super Bowl prediction if they weren't both in the NFC.
Oh damn, I forgot.
Oh look, yeah, and that might be now. That might be a good conference.
That might be
or,
an NFC championship game.
Yeah, that might be a good conference game right there.
Yeah, I apologize, Cap. I forgot that Debo went to the to the Commanders.
Yep.
And you have once again another Swiss Army knife, like you have with 57 other Swiss Army knife.
He already got two. He already got two backs that play
athletes,
like that,
bro. Like
yeah.
They're
Shout out to
racking
Jaden
up
Daniels too.
athletes, dog. Like,
I'm sorry, I'm not a believer in Debo.
Hey, but he might work for them, bro, because they didn't have nobody else to really throw the ball to over there besides Scary
Cordell
Terry.
Patterson. You know what I mean?
Patterson.
Like, look at dudes like that.
But
bro.
he had him run. He had a nice streak, and then it just went off. Like I don't know. But no, man, that's some good stuff right there, man. I appreciate you dropping that knowledge like that.
If I may, real fast, I know that I have not had the opportunity as a Browns fan to speak on this Shedeur Sanders thing that we had going on, right? As a Browns fan, as an NFL fan, what I can say is, as a Browns fan, I did not want him early on in the first round, in the second round, in the third round. Bro, when the Browns traded up in the fifth round, I knew they were drafting Shedeur Sanders, even after they drafted Gabriel, which I'm cool with. Gabriel's been around the league. Like, I have no problem with that. There, like, you look at Kirk Cousins and RG3 got drafted in the same draft. Kirk Cousins turned out to be the better quarterback. My thing with Shedeur Sanders that I really think hurt him is the fact that if you're a young GM or you're a young coach, or like you might possibly be on your way out as a coach, you were not drafting Shedeur Sanders, knowing that potentially Dion was right behind you, and everybody seems to be on that coaching train where Dion wants to coach his son again. It's a smart move by that many teams, in my opinion, to pass on that. Also, I do believe that Shedeur Sanders intentionally tanked interviews with certain teams to like intentionally not get drafted. I feel like they played the game the way they played it. Do I think that Shedeur Sanders could be a starting NFL quarterback? Yes. Do I think that he is Cam Newton? Do I think that he's RG3? Do I think that he's the next coming of Jesus for a couple of years? I don't. And it has nothing to do with Shedeur Sanders. Like, it's the same reason I feel the same way. Like, I'm happy the Browns traded out and did not draft Travis Hunter, because Travis Hunter played both ways in college against fucking who? Name a cornerback that got drafted that could be a shutdown corner that covered him. Name a wide receiver that got drafted that tore him the fuck up. I cannot as a Browns fan. So I'm not disappointed on losing the potential one-way player, Travis Hunter. I'm not disappointed at where they drafted Shedeur Sanders. I hope that Shedeur Sanders comes in. And if you look at the Browns quarterback room, Deshaun Watson is out. We have 5 quarterbacks, right? Deshaun Watson is out. He's not playing. We brought in Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco has already proven that he doesn't need many reps to learn. Joe Flacco could be our starter week 1. In my opinion, Joe Flacco should be our starter week 1. You have a young Kenny Pickett, a young Shedeur Sanders, and a young Dylan Gabriel, right? You have 2 draft picks and the guy that you traded like a 5th round pick for. Let those young cats compete for that starting job, man. You start Kenny Pickett at QB1, even though Joe Flacco is probably
Kenny Pickett would almost start over
no,
there.
Hold on, brother. Hear me on this. You let these young quarterbacks get the starting reps, knowing the Flacco could just come in and like not necessarily need them to get going. He's more, he's more polished. You let these 3 younger cats survive and compete in the competition, and you see who comes out on top. But in my opinion, if you're the Cleveland Browns, Joe Flacco, unless you cut him for no reason after you just paid him, or Kenny Pickett needs to be the starter. If you go into the season, you have Flacco, Pickett, and one of those 2 rookies, I'm not mad about that. If you have, let's say Flacco's just spent and his shoulder goes out, you have Pickett and 2 rookies, I'm not a fan of that quarterback room whatsoever. Either Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders needs to get cut pretty early on to let everybody else know, like, this is what we're doing. And honestly, I think that I don't think it'll be Shedeur Sanders. I think that it'll be Dylan Gabriel because he's left-handed. No
I was
offense
just about
to
to say who. I was about to ask you too. Like
no
before we got
offense
out
to
of
him. I
there,
think
like
that
who
it'll
you
be
think can go?
Shedeur Sanders, your line is better than what you used to play with, but the defense is way better than what you used to play with. I think the fact that Dylan Gabriel is left-handed is his disadvantage in this entire competition. I think you keep Joe Flacco. If Kenny Pickett does not look like dog shit, I think you keep somebody that he has a Super Bowl ring. He didn't earn it last year, but he has
Who got
one.
a Super Bowl ring?
Yeah, Kenny Pickett on the Eagles last
Where the
year.
hell did he get that?
I think
He
you
was on the
keep one
Eagles.
rookie. If you're the Browns and you keep 2 rookies and Joe Flacco, or 2 rookies and Kenny Pickett, I think that's a terrible fucking decision. I think your best case scenario is that you run the offense one way and you fucked up on Shedeur. But if Shedeur gets cut, somebody's going to pick him up just for the name recognition. Shedeur Sanders is going to
Shedor's not getting cut. And
Yeah, he ain't getting cut.
no,
I'm just going to be honest.
Odd man out would be Dylan
I'm
Gabriel because
kinda
he's left-handed.
really,
The offense moves
really hoping somebody get this boy a shot. Because I hate to say it, because I'm not a fan of Shedeur. But realistically, if you watch this guy, I see your hand up. You just had a whole goddamn 7 minutes. Let me go for a second, right?
I haven't said anything. No, go ahead. I'm waiting till you're done. I got you, brother.
If you watch this guy, for real, watch this guy. Like for real. If you go look at his what do they call those workouts?
Highlights?
Right? You work out his workouts.
And every one of them he was throwing to Travis Hunter. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
You know what? I'm going to save this for when I don't have so much hate already. Because you already hating. Like, in real life, this man.
I'm not hating by saying he was throwing
and I'm going to put this out there.
He was throwing the football.
Hold on, Hayes. Hold on.
He going to be one of
Let him get it out real quick.
He said
what?
Okay. Go ahead, Ace. Go ahead.
No, what I want to say is that I'm not hating on Shedeur. I'm a believer that I think that Shedeur in the right system, in the right program, could work out very well. My thing is that if you look at Shedeur's highlights, who is he throwing the ball to? the number 2 pick in the draft, the Heisman Trophy winner, Travis
You
Hunter.
throwing it to a
You
few
just
Was
people.
said there
It's
was
Tra-
no wide
so
Hey,
tell me,
look,
receivers out there.
Travis Hunter ain't the only
You
person.
just
Shador
said
that
there was
good?
no fucking wide receivers out
Travis
Is
there.
Hunter not
Shador
the
that
only
So
good?
who
person.
the hell?
Travis Hunter
So
not the
who
only
the
person
fuck
he was
else is
throwing
he
it to.
supposed to throw it to?
Jimmy Horn
You.
was out there. He had a
Is
few.
is is
He had a
is,
few
is
people to throw
Shador
it to out
Sanders
there.
that good, or did Travis Hunter make Shador look good?
I
Which
think
is
they made both. I
why
mean,
is
I
that
think he
weird?
made. I think
Which
they
is
made
why
each
I think
other
Man,
look
first
good.
of
Shador.
all, like I was getting to before I was
Right.
rudely interrupted, what I was getting to is Shador Sanders, regardless of what, if this man gets a shot, I'm putting my money on it. He gonna be one of the best game managing quarterbacks we've
Yeah.
seen. He gonna
When he's
be on
not
that.
getting
Cause
sniped
see
15
what
times a
what
game.
what you don't pick up. If you go watch after I say this, you gonna go watch and you're gonna be like, damn, maybe Dub was on one, right? You
I
go
probably
back and
won't, but
watch his
yeah.
highlights. Hear me out, and then you gonna be like, damn, I see that. You go back and watch his highlights, and then go back and watch, or just watch his games. Don't watch highlights. Watch him in these games, the ones they won, right? Go watch it, and I bet you, and then go watch. I'm finna fuck you up with this, and then go watch Tom Brady in motherfucking Tampa Bay, not motherfucking New England, in Tampa Bay. Go watch, go watch the way he manages games in Tampa Bay, and then turn back around and go watch this last season of motherfucking Shador Sanders. You're gonna be like, wait a minute. You're gonna say, wait a minute. You're gonna see some throws. You're gonna see some likenesses, right?
Yeah,
Why? Because the man got
that's why Tom
in
Brady
his
that knows Shador Sanders did not draft Shador Sanders. That makes sense.
what?
Tom Brady knows the Sanders family and says that he knows Shador Sanders very well. And Tom Brady had 12 picks before the Cleveland Browns had took Shador Sanders and did not take Shador Sanders. So quit talking about Tom Brady said this. Yeah, Tom Brady said that.
Why would Tom Brady
You can't
take?
even stand on. You can't stand on
Why
those.
would Tom Brady take Shador Sanders?
You just said
Mm.
Tom. No, stop it, stop it. You just said Tom Brady said this, that, and the other thing
I
about
didn't say
Shador
Tom
Sanders.
Brady said shit. I said Tom Brady is in his ear. That's one of his mentors. And I said if you compare Tom Brady in motherfucking Tampa Bay with the way that Shador Sanders just played this last season, you're going to see similarities. Why? Because he's a game managing quarterback. And one of the good things that he does is he makes smart decisions. He had one of the least amount of motherfucking turnovers in the NCAA. Look it up.
Who did he play against? Big
Motherfucking
12. You put Shador Sanders in the SEC. He's not half of what Jalen Miller was. Stop it. Stop
you
it.
name an
Stop it.
SEC quarterback right now.
And look, look. We we
SEC.
we we
You
we, we,
could have
dive, we
said Big,
diving in the
Big Ten.
NCAA.
The SEC, that overrated ass motherfucking conference, nigga. Fuck out of here.
I
Fuck
want to
out of
say
here.
I
Yeah,
want to
because
say
the
this
Big
before we
12 made a big representative.
I want
Get
to
the
say
fuck
this
out of here.
before we slide.
You
I
tell
want
me
to
the
say this
Big
before
12
we
made a
slide to
splash
the
in the college championship? No, the fuck they
here,
didn't.
kid. I'm not listening
well
to
look,
this ESPN guy.
I want to say this. I want to say this before, you know what I'm saying, we get out of here on that subject and we get stuck here for another 20 minutes. Uh I want to say this real quick and then we're gonna go to this NBA because we need to get this off.
Yeah.
Sador Sanders will definitely have a chance in the lineup next season, whether it's starting or after they see if the quarterbacks is justified. What I think is periodically, I don't compare him to nobody. Similarities definitely are there. Comparison, nobody has what he has. He calm as hell. That's exactly what you want in the huddle. He can he can make plays when he need to. He don't have to use his true skills. He showed the skill that he want to use in the pocket. So hold on, no, because we about to get off of this because I know you about to try to keep it going, but I want to just slide this in real quick.
I'm just no, go
But
ahead.
uh I do think that Shador will be the number one candidate for that position by the end of the season. even though they got 4 other quarterbacks already.
Real quick though, if I may say this, if the Browns end up keeping Shador, Kenny Pickett, and Joe Flacco,
Sador will start over them if they keep if
stop,
they got
stop,
it. If
stop. No, it's
they
way
fight,
no,
they fighting right now. They fighting right now. Ace,
no,
what you
there's
think
no
they
fight.
doing? You don't think they not working for that
point
right
is
now?
right now, it's easier to start a veteran quarterback at the beginning of the season and bring in a backup, a rookie.
That's
Other than
fine,
sit
but
the
them
rookie.
veteran quarterbacks ain't been doing shit.
If the Browns are going to cut anybody, it'll be Dylan Gabriel because he's left-handed. And
Well,
I'm
get
telling you
him
right
out
now,
of here then.
stop. If Dylan Gabriel goes anywhere, he's going to go to the Miami Dolphins, where Tua Tagovailoa and
Oh
the entire
man, look,
offense
there it is.
runs
Look,
off a left-handed quarterback.
man, drop in the comments. Shout out to Levi Jones, man. He said Jonte got robbed. I don't think so. He went to a good spot, dog. Oakland needs somebody good like that.
Oh shit,
Shout
Levi,
out
what's
to
up? Sorry,
shout out
brother,
to
didn't have you
Levi
there.
coming in the room to the floor side. You know what I'm saying? Front row, ringside, topping it up. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the
Appreciate y'all.
ringsiders. No sense.
Uh,
Appreciate you. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Tell your friends and hit that little bell, that alert. That'll let you know when we live.
yes, sir. Yes,
All right, let's
sir.
go ahead and talk about this motherfucker.
All right,
Running
we
the
got
Pacers.
now we into the, you know what I mean, what's hot right now, you know what I mean? NBA playoff definitely taking up the scene. We got the Celtics, you know what I'm saying, down 2-0, I mean 0-2 to the Knicks, lost 2 at home. We got the Pacers up 2, beating Cleveland at home. We
I see
got
you, Dub.
we got
I see you,
OKC.
Dub.
We got OKC and Denver now 1-1. We got Minnesota and Golden State tonight. Did I miss anybody? I don't think so.
Nope, that's it. They've just
Uh,
got them 4 left.
and I think Golden State is up 1-0 tonight, going into tonight.
Yes,
But we're gonna
yes.
jump right
Oh,
down
you
there, you know what I'm
forgot. You
saying?
forgot. You forgot.
But
You
I forgot
forgot.
somebody, right?
Yeah, you got the Bulls and the Lakers in Cancun. Listen, they're having a walleye
Hey,
competition.
look, see, look, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey,
Look,
time out.
we're gonna
The
go ahead and
Bulls
start with
cannot
Dub
afford to
then.
go to Cancun. So you're talking about LaFlop and hit the rest of his team down in Cancun, okay?
Hey, we're
The
gonna go
Bulls
ahead
are
and
hanging
start
out
with
in
Dub then since we
Cicero.
shooting arrows.
The Bulls got enough money to travel to Cicero this weekend, and goddamn it, that's what the fuck we're doing.
Man, what you got there, man?
Milwaukee
Halliburton too.
Chicago
Man,
playing over in Greece for
man, let's just get this right to it, man. It's Halliburton, 3 games in a row, 2 games buzzer beating, you know what I'm saying? One of them got his daddy kicked out. Hey, look, one of the games got his daddy kicked out. I mean, let's just really talk about it for real, man. Come on. What
what
you
the
got,
hell?
man?
What the hell? What the hell, Burton?
Man, you know what I'm saying? Talk
I'm gonna
about it, man. Talk about it, man. What you got?
Hey man, look, man, shout out to my man up there that decided to leave out the room after making us sit here for 7 to 10 minutes of motherfucking Browns bullshit, but he
Look,
can't stand it.
they had this
Talk
planned,
about
y'all. All right?
football.
They
You
had
know
this
what I'm saying?
planned out,
There you
y'all.
go.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
don't blame me.
Bring your ass here, boy. Listen to this good shit. Now that we sat through that Browns bullshit, right? In the NBA, the team that was least talked about all season long, the ones they said was just, lucky. I got something to say to y'all, and this is to all the national media, and this is real shit. Matter of fact, let me do my camera like this, because I got some real shit, and this is for all the national media, and this goes for ESPN, TNT, and all of y'all on Twitter, Instagram, all of that. Put some respect on their motherfucking name. Put some respect. That's all I'm fucking ask for. It's some motherfucking respect on the Indiana Pacers name. That's all we want. Just put some respect on the Pacers name. We went all season talking about everybody else that ain't even in the playoffs right now. And I don't even want to talk about what team that is or what player that is or players. But they're not even in the playoffs no more. But remember, that's what we all want to talk about. That's what they tune in to hear. But there's people that want to hear about these real teams that's winning, and one of them is the Indiana Pacers, the team that went to the conference finals last year. So when you see them make it to the second round, don't say they snuck into the second round. When they beat Cleveland in game 1, don't say they stole game 1. When they win game 2, don't say they snuck
Pacers.
Game.
Hey, look.
They won, the motherfuckers. Put some respect on their name. If they went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year and they swooping through motherfuckers in the playoffs this year, just say, oh, wow. Shout out to those Pacers. Not how the other team blew the lead or how the other team is so injured. You guys never give the Pacers any props. My man Tyrese Haliburton, Mr. Underrated. Yeah. That guy.
Overrated, to be correct.
Mr. Overrated. Yeah, that guy. Mr.
Hey, so
Overrated.
real quick, you're saying you either win or you don't, right?
That's the way it looks.
Cap, what do you have to say about that being down 0-2?
We ain't got there yet, man. Chill the fuck out, man. We listened to 5 minutes. I still got 2 more minutes left.
Look, you want to see me
Down, man.
flash out,
Don't
huh?
be
But you
trying to-
know what? I got
he
my
trying to get you revved up, man, so I can
Yeah,
stop.
don't do it.
Now, man. That
I
ain't
want to
gonna
hear that. I
happen.
want to hear that Undertaker music.
Exactly. You finna take this shit because my motherfucking Pacers whooping ass. Period. Put some respect.
Absolutely.
Tyrese Haliburton, 2 games with less than 40 seconds to go on the clock, down 7. Do you know who wasn't scared? Everybody in these motherfuckers, right?
Oh, James,
we do.
James, I wish I could find the stat right now. Did
All
you
right.
know that the Pacers this season are like 4 of 1,776 teams to ever be losing in the final minute and come back and win at the position you're currently in? You have 2 of the 4 teams that have ever done it.
I mean, yeah, and out of those 4 teams,
Good stat.
we've done it twice. Make that 3 times. One of them being your guy, Reggie motherfucking Miller, and the other 2 times being my guy, Tyrese Halley. What
It
the
just
hell?
happened back to back. What the hell?
Now that I got that off. Yeah, his dad was doing some fuck shit, dog. What the fuck is your ass doing on the motherfucking court? Dog, that's very important for your son, okay?
Hey, that's real.
I get it. I'm a daddy. I'm a granddaddy. I get it. That's my motherfucking boy. Oh, yeah. You gonna hear me. You're going to hear me. But I'm not taking my ass on the court, dog. I mean, that's just not what you do. And I don't want to dwell on it because it's been talked about and it's done and over with. Shout out to Tyrese for saying his daddy was wrong. Shout out to his daddy for saying I was wrong. But now your black ass got to sit there at the motherfucking watch party with me. And I'll leave a bar stool. You know what I'm saying? Like, we be at L Emporium, big dog, and shit. I'll leave a bar stool open for you, man. Bring
Man.
that towel. Bring that motherfucking towel.
Yeah, bring that one towel with you, that famous one.
Yeah, bring that towel,
The
dog.
one that got your ass kicked out.
But no, so
Bad.
back to the real though. Pacers up 2-0 right now in the second round.
Yeah.
It's the number 1 seed, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Both games were great games. Pacers pulled them out. Game 2, they fought like fuck. I can't know what they mental got to come back to Indiana after giving it your all with your bench and losing at the end to the Mr. Overrated player in the motherfucking NBA. Now, if y'all don't understand how deep this team is, then you ain't been watching the playoffs. If you've been watching the playoffs, then you got to understand the Pacers is one of the deepest teams in the league right now.
Math room, baby.
So, shout out to my Pacers. Shout out to Ace for sticking through and getting through all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. But I told you I was going in. And the NBA, y'all need to put motherfucking respect on them goddamn Indiana Pacers. Period. You don't get here, luckily, twice.
And just like that. In other news,
Cap, go ahead and take us off. Yeah.
I want to say this. 2 games in a row, up 20 plus, losing by 3-1 is sickening. All right, the first time I looked past that, like we done seen this before. Not no 0-2 though. And I was having a conversation with King James before I even got to watching the game. the day before we played or something, and I told him like, uh, they get him with the switch off. You know what I'm saying? They play the high pick and roll, and then they allow Al Horford to get jammed up with the motherfucking head of the snake every time. You know what I'm saying? And that's easy work. So
Wait,
going in,
who's the head of the snake?
the clutch man of the year, Jalen Brunson, to be exact. Uh,
What's
definitely.
the-
Huh?
I'm sorry. He's
What you say?
my button, clutch man of the year, but he ain't the person that motherfucking hit 3 game winning shots.
Hey, look, hold on, man. We off of that shit, man. We ain't we
We
off of
know
that
it ain't
shit now.
cat. We know it ain't cat. Hey,
Look,
it
look,
ain't cat doing it.
look. We know it ain't.
Cat ain't doing it to you.
Tyrese Haliburton, real
It
quick,
ain't cat, bro.
real quick. Tyrese Haliburton is 10 for 11 on game winning shots or
Oh
game
man, come on, man. Look, man, we ain't look, we don't want to hear shit else now. Look,
tip.
you steady gloping on these. Look, keep the motherfucking shit when we come back, dog. Look, point blank period. Tatum, I'm upset with him because he could have passed the ball at the end of the game. We
He
had
tried.
16 seconds.
He tried.
No, ain't no try in that.
He was
It was 16 seconds, bro. He drive. No, ain't no. I don't want to hear that shit. He didn't try a damn thing. He got the ball, passed it in, and got it back, which he shouldn't have did. He should have swung that bitch. Then when it hit the pick, got open. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going off, he Danner walked up the court. You know what I'm saying? When we got the ball, it was enough time to go up the court or call the timeout and then fucking, get on the side of the court, get the foul off the half court, throw in, and then try to fucking win the game. You know what I'm saying? Like the game up this motherfucker here. As much as I love this guy, like, bro, you making a bonehead decision at the wrong time. Then it was a couple times where he settled for shooting. You know what I mean? Uh, where he could have literally, passed the ball a couple times, got it back around to the hot man. Derek White was hot. Jalen Brown had a good game. A few of us had a good game. Drew Holiday was having a good game. Uh, Pritchard had an okay game, but everybody was kind of, trying to play catch up. It seemed like I don't know what the hell was going on, but I do need to say this: we down fucking 0-2, you know, and that ain't good at all. I'm not trying to get the Milwaukee Bucks syndrome. That's all you know what I mean? Because that's what the fuck is looking like. Y'all just made my boy the truth walk to work. You know what I'm saying? In bare feet.
Embarrassing.
You know what I'm saying? What y'all doing out here, C's? Come on, man. Get it together, man. The Knicks is in there with a purpose right now, fighting. Why? Because we don't whoop their ass all season. They will be satisfied by losing and winning in first 2 games at home and losing the rest of the series. I guarantee it. Because they done proved something, you know what I mean? Which means we have to do something. Porzingis playing time with enough. Plus, I don't know what the hell going on with him health wise. Physically, he looked like he was all right, but health wise, it was what was fucking him up. You know what I'm saying? So overall, we ain't gonna man. We can't play like that and fucking expect to go defend the turf. You feel me? That's what we can't do. That's out. We got to let these games quit slipping on. We got to go right into New York and sock them right in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? They got to be playing catch up down there for like from like 25, 30. You feel me? Like they got to be playing catch up like that before the half is up. If not, at least a dub. You know what I mean? Before the half is up, they can't stay close to no 10. Because that's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? That 10 mark, they get close to that 10, then they get to getting confident. You get people like Mikal Bridges and fucking Josh Hart and everybody feel like they can do the same thing. So, but overall, I'm still not mad. And if my year is not this year, at least I got one. You know what I mean? And I ain't mad at it. You
That's
know what
how
I'm
you
saying?
talk it. That's how you talk
Hey,
it.
hey, I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm
Y'all,
saying? Because it's my
so,
year. It's my year. It's my year every year. You
so
feel me?
you saying, so you saying it's a chance that y'all not coming back from the 0-2.
I ain't said it was a chance. It wasn't no chance. I'm just saying if it's so be it, and it fucking go down, and even if we do get 2 games back and go back home, and it turn into one of them dog fights. You feel me? Like, I mean, what can we be mad at? You know what I mean? What can we be mad at? To be honest. I got enough faith to say that my boys is gonna get it together. You know what I'm saying? That's for shit show. You
That's
know what I'm saying? We ain't no champions for no reason. So it's like to know that and to remember that shit. I feel like people like Jalen Brown, Tatum, them niggas need to go sit down. Tatum really need to just be like, it's time for Tatum to be fucking 50-point Tatum. I told you he about due for a 50 ball, Dub, and I meant that. You know what I'm saying? We going back to Madison Square. Every time we in Madison Square, I see you over there getting your workout in, Ace.
they
Every
get
time we in Madison Square, you know what I'm saying? Every time we in Madison Square, Tatum done put up 40. Go check your stats. You know what I'm saying? Do that. And y'all gonna get now y'all see me crash out. Y'all might see me motherfucking in here with my hair done grew back as like an afro. I might have dreads if these motherfuckers lose this next game. You know what I'm saying? And I might be in here going crazy.
You better watch yourself. You see what happened to Paul Pierce.
But no, I ain't saying that we gonna lose this game. I know we about to come in there and go crazy on them in New York because they got that momentum, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. It's okay. We're gonna drop it down on them.
Boy, what the fuck you want?
Thank you. Finally, someone's like, Ace, how are you feeling about this?
Good.
How am I feeling about this?
Ace
I'm
had
down
that
with
can
you.
of beans up
I
there.
still down 0-2. I'm still saying Celtics in 7. The reason I'm saying Celtics in 7 is the fact that if you look at the points that they've had ahead at halftime, other than how they've ended up losing, they're living and dying by the 3, brother. Switch up what you're doing just a little bit. If you're not hitting 2s, make more sense than 3s. You have guys that can thrash to the hole. You have multiple point scorers. You don't need to just in 2 games they shot like literally. If you look at the stats, over 100 threes in 2 games.
Nah, bro, that
You
first
aren't
game,
hitting.
bro, we shot
You
like
cannot,
50
brother. You
50
cannot
something
live
threes.
and die by the 3. You need to
I
also
look,
do other things, right?
that was be
You're
half of that
giving
shit
up
was
leads
between 2
because you're
players.
hitting. You're giving up 20-point leads because you're going cold. You need to make something happen in those
That's
amount
because
of
they
times
settling.
when you're
I
not
said
hitting
that. I
shots, brother.
said that
Like
in the beginning. I
I'm saying
said
right
that in
now,
the beginning. They were settling.
Celtics and 7, Celtics and Pacers.
So,
First,
hey,
Celtics and Pacers. Hold on, hear me on this. I want to see Celtics Pacers again because right now the Pacers are rolling. Celtics are trying to find their spot, but that is a highly entertaining series to me. And in the West, honestly, I want to see the least entertaining series ever. Let me get Golden State and
I
Denver.
don't think that's gonna happen. There's
Let me
some good
get
teams
Gold,
left over there, dog.
let me get Golden State and Denver versus the Celtics and the Pacers. Well, the series that I think is actually going to happen though in the final, I think we're going to see OKC, and I think we're going to see the Celtics. And I think that's going to be a 6-game series, and I think the Celtics are going to take it. I think what you're seeing right now is the Celtics just adjusting lineups, and things are not working when they should be.
It's nothing
I
to
don't think
adjust
they're
against,
tired of it.
bro.
They're hurt. I think that the Celtics, they're down 0-2. I'm never
It's
counting the
nothing to
Celtics out.
adjust
I'm
against
never
these
counting the
Knicks,
Celtics
bro.
out.
It's
I think
what
the
we have
Celtics,
to not do.
it's
That's
one
the
game at a
key.
time. You know what I mean? Like in the NBA playoffs, it's one game at a time.
This is
I
what
think
we
the
shouldn't be
Celtics,
doing right now,
I
and
think the
that's
tell you
what the
what
fuck
Celtics
we
can
doing.
win
I'm
4
gonna
games
tell you
before
what
they lose another
that
2.
sounds good, and that
Yeah.
sounds great. And I'm gonna tell you why that ain't gonna happen. And this is why. And it has nothing to do with nothing you just said. Because correct, just the same way Cap said
It's
they
a
settled.
game by game basis, brother. You know what I
Cap
mean?
said they were settling, right? We said they were settling game 1. They've been shooting threes. They know they've been missing them, right? In their mind, hear me. In their mind, once these motherfuckers start going down, we back in the series. We just got to start. Instead, their mind should be, it's not working. Let's start driving to the cup, kicking it out, and then getting our threes that way. but they not.
Mhm.
And this is why it's not going to change. Missoula.
Well, you
Don't you guys should start driving to the hole? This is Missoula's answer. 3 points is more than 2.
yeah, he be over there. He wild, dog. You know,
3 points is more than 2.
he gonna learn.
That's the coach. If the coach like that, what do you think I is? We just got to hit these threes. We're 3-point team. Okay, it's the player.
Hmm. Yeah, most definitely, dog. I agree 100%. And then he giving them motherfucking hole in one answers. Like, he was happy about one dude answering, asking them a question about how many threes they shot, or he was like, everybody want to say that y'all doing this too much with the threes, but don't nobody talk about that y'all didn't hit 53%. You know what I'm saying, in the second half. And I'm like, bro, what did you like, reporter? First off, what did you talk about? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we just lost. Fuck everything else. Joe, what the hell you up here doing? You need some media training. Look, if you want to be for real by this time, Joe need a media coach. You know what I'm saying? Because he be up there wilding sometime, man. It's cool. Some things is cool when you winning, but when you're not winning, it's certain shit you just not supposed to show. And the way he, carrying himself, like Dub said, is key to how your coach carrying himself. And now I can't say he lucky. He lucky he got two players like Tatum and Brown, and they got a wherewithal where they'll damn near go and come back with some shit. And I feel like like A said, it's gonna go to a bar burner. You know what I mean? We're gonna end up seeing the Pacers again. I'm standing on that still until otherwise. But other than that, what else we got? I think we got what's he or UFC coming up? What's that one guy? That they got the belt that beat was it
Bilal
Volkanovski?
Muhammad.
Yeah, Bilal Muhammad. Yeah, he coming
Oh,
up.
you
That's the
mean the
next
guy that
fight.
cost me $140 on fucking DraftKings?
Yeah, that's the next fight right there.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah. Versus Jack Del Madonna. Hold on, let me pull this up for you, bud.
I guess the dude that he fighting too is pretty legit.
Oh, Del Madonna's okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's not like yeah,
not no
Bilal.
super
God,
duper, but
motherfucker.
he
God
good.
damn it, Bilal. Let me pull this up for you real fast, Cap.
Yeah,
UFC, yeah. Let me pull this up for you real fast, Cap, and see if this one's even worth really talking about. Kind of. I mean, okay, yeah, no, this cards are all right, I guess.
yeah. It wasn't too much on there. That's why I just mentioned him. He the
Yeah, hold on.
highlight pretty much.
Yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me share this for you.
I wonder. I think MVP Michael Venom's page. I think he on that card. I think
No,
too.
yeah, I did not see him on this current card, but
Mm.
we finally have a UFC pay per view Saturday, May 10th, UFC 315. So yeah, let's not talk about the top of the card. Let's go ahead and move down a little bit. Yeah, no idea. Just Andrade versus a hell of a last name. No fucking idea. Oh, hold on.
Andrade, I forgot about
No,
him.
time out. Dub, can you read this one right here? I can't. So yeah.
Modestas, Bukaskas.
Choppa, can we hear this one from you, please?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm figuring it out. It's you talk about Modestas Bukowskis.
Versus who?
Oh, Moldavskis Bukowskis versus Ion Kudablaba.
Pow, pow, pow. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's the right way to say that one. Hey, yes, thank you. You done. Hey,
Yeah, I know.
hey,
I
shout out
know
to
a
you,
little
man.
bit.
We're gonna go ahead and look at this card though.
Ion Kudablaba.
Real fast right here. Jessica Andrade versus Yasmin
Oh shit.
Joss the Vicious.
Josh
Oh
the
yeah,
Vicious.
she's just the Vicious, is what I'm gonna say.
Like you said it right,
You already
Josh the
know that's
Vicious.
Jessica Andrade versus Yasmin just the Vicious.
Big.
Who?
I know who Andrade is. I don't know nothing about just the
Josh the
Vicious.
Vicious.
Jaws is vicious.
She sounds like a bad bitch.
Her jaws.
Mike Mallet versus Charles Radke. That looks like we're
That's
celebrating
funny as hell.
yeah. We're figuring out who's the last guy to sign the Declaration of Independence.
Mike Mallet.
All right. So here we go. Undercard. Benoit Saint Denis versus Kyle
Peoples.
Preklovic.
Man.
Dub. I added a Vic to there. Prekolic. I'm gonna go
Whatever that is.
I'm gonna go St. Dennis just because I know who this motherfucker is.
That got
It's
me
not like
right
a
now.
card you should buy necessarily. Oh shit! Former champion Alexa
Oh,
Grasso.
Grasso. Oh,
Super
hey,
sexy
somebody
versus
familiar.
Natalia Silva. You got to pick. I don't know. I don't know nothing about
I'm
Silva.
gonna go Grasso.
No.
Seems kind of like a random ass pick.
Who knows the business?
Former bantamweight and flyweight champion Jose Aldo versus Ahmed Zababi.
What? Got Jose coming back? Okay, then.
Jose in his last 2 or 3 fights has been.
Old ass Jose.
That's OG. Yeah, that's the only one, dog. OG.
He's fighting
Aldo.
Ahmed Zababi. Like, how cool is Zababi? Like, I don't fucking know.
I don't even know who that is.
Bro,
Me neither, but
That boy Jose. OG.
hey, I'm going with
Aldo.
hey, unanimous decision on 3. 1, 2, 3. Unk, right?
Aldo.
Jose, yeah, we're taking
Going
another.
with
Yeah, we don't even talk about that one.
Ooh, okay,
shit, here we go.
Valentina Shevchenko. Okay, now.
Former and current women's flyweight champion Valentina Shevchenko versus Manon Farrat. She's a Manon.
she's a man.
She's a man, huh?
She's a man.
I don't know. Shevchenko better kill this
You
Manon.
over there looking like a man now.
Yeah, but this is I'm sorry. This is you put this card together. Like, I appreciate Valentina Shevchenko. Am I going to buy it? Am I going to spend $89 on pay-per-view that she's co-main eventing? Not whatsoever. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what I'm riding with.
Manon. Hopefully that's a good fight. Let's see what our main event is here. Oh, Belal, the split decision king that became champion and lost me 100 some odd. Fuck you, Belal Muhammad, you piece of shit. You lost me so much money when you beat Leon Edwards. First, he appears. Nobody likes Belal Muhammad. Fuck this dude, man. Versus Jack Della, this motherfucker. Jack is a tough son of a bitch. But, like, why is he the number 1 contender for this belt? Because
probably somebody fell out of contention doing some
fuck me,
silliness.
dude. Like,
You already
Belal
know,
Muhammad
dude.
is such
Something crazy.
Belal Muhammad by decision after 25 minutes. Like,
man, after 25 minutes of wrestling him to the ground.
I'm saying that's how disappointing this card is. Like, thank you. What is it? UFC
315, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
315. Muhammad versus man. At least y'all
You said
normally,
what, King?
at least y'all normally try on a lot of these other ones. Fuck me, dude.
That's the whole car right there. Kind of looking dry.
It looked like that shit I just watched on Saturday.
Boy, man, that boxing shit, that Ryan and Rolly.
That was
speaking of that, on the way out, while we got these last couple of minutes on the clock, let's get right to that shit.
These last couple minutes. Shout out to TY Ice.
Shout out to WPW TY Ice.
WPW champion TY Ice. One of the coolest motherfuckers ever met.
I mean, I can't wait till I can actually make it to one of them again. For sure, dog. I need to catch a whole event like that.
Shout out to the WPW.
Say his name and he appears. I believe Cap Pharaoh.
Let me tell you,
Man,
man, that fight Saturday, if that card
the doo-doo.
was, if that was the doo-doo in its all glory right there, that's supposed to be the Zone's big fight. They super card. They got their big name heavy hitters on this card. It's going down.
You talking about Canelo?
It went down.
That shit was woozy too.
Pillow. That's what went down. My head straight to the pillow. Because that shit was boring as fuck. Let me tell you something. Devin Haney set the record for the least amount of punches thrown in a round.
In 2 events.
Oh. How you go a whole round and don't throw no punches? Y'all just bouncing back and forth looking at each other. That was a
Man, they in there doing
They was doing the boxing dance.
If we
the
could talk
backhand bounce.
about last weekend's fights, I will say that Tiafimo, you murdered that motherfucker.
What's the best?
Go for the goddamn kill, brother. All I'm saying is go for the fucking kill. You had this dude, you were toying with this dude for so fucking long. And me as a fan, cool. I appreciate you just being like, I already won. But like in round 6, you're not going for a finish after round 6 because you're already up 5-1. What the fuck, man? Come on, bro. And then honestly though, Devin Haney, you're lucky as fuck that the dude you fought that never threw a punch back.
I mean, the thing is, you got to make T.O. fight.
Mm-hmm.
Making T.O. fight, he going to beat your ass, and that's what it is.
Crying Ryan, what did you do? Where the fuck were you at that entire fight? You were on social media. No, bro, you were on social media. You were not there for that fight. You got your ass beat.
Wherever he was at before he got to the fight, that's where he was at.
No, you were already trying to fix your Twitter handle.
He was never at the fight.
He never even came to the fight, dog.
Nope.
That nigga
We seen, man, yeah, he was asleep somewhere.
Shout out to Rolly. Shout out
Rolly, dog. Shout out to Rolly,
for real.
man. Shout out Rolly, man. New champion too, by the way. New welterweight champion.
Hold on. Ryan Garcia is really a plus 1,600 favorite, and Dub said, believe that. And Rolly came out there and whooped his ass from round 1 to round 12. It wasn't even a fucking fight. Garcia did not look like he even wanted to be there.
Point blank period. When he got socked, he didn't want to hear it. He didn't want to feel that no more. And Rolly ain't no chump. You feel me? Like
real life, he was suffering from PTSD from before, and from Javante Davis. He got hit like that, and then now he don't want to get hit with it no more. Instead of fighting, now it's
that part.
Don't get hit.
Since it's my first time back in a while, Dub, Cap, do you actually think there's been a bunch of shit talked? The money's there if they end up doing it, but like, why would you do this if you're Tank? Do you believe that Tank, before his career is over, is going to fight Jake Paul? Yes or no? Yes or no?
They said they were. They were already signed to.
It don't mean just because you're signed. We've learned that throughout our entire lives. Just because you're signed doesn't mean it's going to happen. Do you think that Tank beats Jake Paul and rides off into the sunset?
I don't know now.
Tank said he's only fighting for another year or two. You think that Tank's last fight is beating Jake Paul's ass for no reason?
Maybe.
And just riding off in the sunset?
Maybe.
It better not be. You better fight a real motherfucker not named Jake
Man,
Paul.
I don't think that. I don't honestly think that probably happened. There got to be a whole bunch of shit with that, bro. Because
money.
And Tank gotta put some weight on for real if fucking he gonna fight Jake Paul. Jake Paul fucking around hurt Tank because he way bigger than that dude. Like
because Jake Paul can weigh in at 235 and Tank can weigh in at 135.
Look, that ain't much.
We're
that
5
ain't
years
most
away
of
from this fight ever happening.
That ain't more important. That ain't more important.
Fights don't matter when it comes to weight though.
Look, that ain't more important than fucking seeing this Crawford and Canelo. That's what I want this last little bit before we go.
Oh, time out. Who made something real quick while we're out here? Who made that fight happen? Was that Turk Al-Sheikh?
Yeah.
And who did Turk just team up with? Right? Like, not saying that the whole.
Well, it's not even that he teamed up with him, but they already part of the TKO organization.
Okay, yeah. So Turk's making some shit happen, right? And all these
Hell
fights
no.
that we want. Yeah, hey,
Hell no. He
agree
really
or
not.
disagree?
He really not.
Agree or disagree? Real fast. Turk Al-Sheikh and the money he's bringing to the table is making the fights that we wanted to see happen for a long time finally happen.
Not really.
Instead of motherfuckers ducking each other, we finally got to see Fury and Usyk.
Who the fuck wants this fight, bro? What the fuck are you talking about? Who
They
asked?
Crawford want to fight. If
Who asked
anything,
that?
it ain't everybody asking for
We
it.
We were talking about the Team
Benavidez.
US versus Team Mexico fight like not too long ago.
Benavidez.
We want Benavidez and
We
Canelo.
want
We don't want
Benavidez.
no Crawford and Canelo. Like
We
that
don't
ain't
want
even a
Crawford.
match.
So what? He's not making shit that the people
Right.
want. This not no big ass fight. It's the only fight.
Yeah, in all reality. Because he done already dodged. He done already dodged
Well, Benavidez is gonna fight Fundura or whatever. That'll work out too.
This ain't what the fans want for, man. The fans want Benavidez and Canelo. That's what the fans want. But we're not getting that. So
You'd rather have that? You'd rather have that than Crawford versus Canelo?
Hell yeah, because Crawford finna get his ass whooped.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
My thing is Benavidez switches weight
I
classes.
say it to Crawford's face and then pull up his last two fights on YouTube. Because Canelo, you let Canelo touch you like that, my nigga, you going to sleep.
that part.
And if you think you finna push up on Canelo like you was pushing up on them, this is fucking Canelo, dog.
You got another thing coming.
Canelo. At his weight, if they was fighting at 147, I like Crawford's chances.
They would have to be equal for it to make sense, but
yeah,
one of them got to go up.
Hey, we're going for unified though, right? It says unified.
164. 164.
That's two weight classes.
Crawford.
That's my thing about Benavidez though. Benavidez could literally fight anybody, and it'd be a good fight. Benavidez moves,
and don't nobody want to fight him though.
Benavidez moves up and down weight classes like that too, though.
Not like that.
Not like that. His natural weight is heavy, but
did you see Terrence Crawford's fight at 154?
it was weak for real, and I think he lost. Me personally.
It was on the doo-doo though.
Oh, he's gonna win. Yeah, no, he's on the zone. He's gonna win.
And I think they only did it anyway just so he can have that.
The zone only favors the favorites. You already know that.
Yeah, just so they can qualify that legacy he was looking. You know what I mean? It was all built around him anyway. I said it too. Like it was built around him from the jump. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they let that happen. They built that up to happen, man. But this Canelo Crawford, in the words of King James, hey, Crawford might get his ass beat, dog. And that boy Canelo, he a different level up there. You know what I'm saying?
This is a different level of fighting,
It's
bro.
a different level.
I love
this the level he trying to get to for real.
I seen what Crawford did at 147. I seen it. This ain't 147, buddy.
It ain't.
This ain't even.
And it's a different level up here.
This ain't even 154. We talking 164, 165.
So that means he jumping 3 weight classes. I mean, he going from 140 to 16. Boy,
what you're saying
is
there's a reason John Jones took 2 years to move up 20 pounds. What you're saying?
That's the reason.
He's about to get out.
John Jones asked.
That's the reason. When you moving up that kind of weight to be
in UFC anyway, that weight count. And in boxing, yeah.
It slows you the fuck down, is what you're saying?
Yeah, yes. No, not only that, it might not slow you down for real, Ace, but the fundamentals is what has to go with you when you moving up like that.
How I'm gonna move this weight now? The same way.
Yeah, how I'm gonna manage it.
My breathe, my conditioning with this weight.
Yep.
Now. You understand what, and how do I transfer my power still?
Yeah.
Right? And now, not only that, but now you got to take these punches and shit from heavier people. You
Yeah.
did? It's a whole lot of mental and a whole lot of, bruh, nah, dog. And you telling me you finna go
Do
up
you
here,
think Crawford's going to get picked the fuck apart? Is what you're saying?
man, and you finna do it to Canelo? Canelo.
Oh no.
You finna run up on Canelo, and the last big ass nigga you ran up on beat your ass, bro. He really did.
He
Really
was putting them hands on Crawford.
like you ran up on bigger than you put them hands on you, and you finna run up on Canelo?
Do you think view wise though this is going to be a fight of the year for boxing?
No, hell. No. Is it
So
We
gonna,
gonna see. We about to see. We about
is
to
it
see
gonna
Crawford
sell?
probably take a L
Is
though.
it gonna sell?
Hell
Yes,
yeah, it's gonna sell.
it's gonna sell. It's black versus Mexican.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
selling to the roof. That's
Putting
selling to the
eyes
roof.
on the event. Do you think this is going to be the most eyes on a boxing card this year?
Bruh, it's black versus Mexican. And then, not only that, it's Mexico versus America. Are you
Mm-hmm.
serious?
And we got the first ever American Pope, motherfuckers. What's up? Just throwing that out there. Yeah.
This shit's going down. It's gonna sell. Is it gonna be a good fight? Nah.
Nah, man, it's gonna. Think about this before we let everybody go. Crawford, Errol Spence. Think about that, and let me know if that was a good fight.
And now, make Canelo Crawford and Crawford Spence, and that's what it's gonna look like.
Exactly.
My opinion. That's what that
That's
fight.
exactly how I'm holding it too.
You know what I mean?
But shout out to them cats getting their money. Shout out to Dana White, Turkey, and everybody for being able to put it together. You know, because probably hell, who knows? Even if we would even got it, if certain minds didn't say that they didn't want something. You know what I'm saying?
In reality, what other fight?
Excuse me.
What other fight is out there that we can see?
Right, that's electrifying.
Right.
Besides
Fundura,
Canelo
baby.
and Benavidez,
Fundura, let's go.
Bivol. We done seen Bivol and Better Biev. We done seen, you know what I'm saying? We done seen all the master class fights. This is one of them ones that we ain't seen. So that's pretty much what the spectacle is about.
Fundura,
We're
motherfucker, let's go.
not gonna get Shakur. That's what we want. We want Tank and Shakur. We're not gonna get that.
Yeah, we definitely ain't getting that.
You know,
Shakur about to go fight Zepeda though. That's another topic. You know what I'm saying? We'll be talking about that next show. That's the next joints that's coming up next month. Shout out to the gang, man. Shout out to the front rollers. Shout out to the ring siders. Shout out to my team, one of the best in the motherfucking business. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ace Juice. Shout out to King
Shout out to
James.
the
Shout out to
homie TY Ice.
Yeah.
WPW champ, baby. Let's go.
WPW champion. Man, just shout out to everybody that's been supporting us too, man, holding us down and still holding us down and jumping on the journey for some new, you know what I'm saying, new shit for your life. I'm glad you came over here. You could have went anywhere else, but you landed over here.
You landed on your favorite podcast.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Other than that,
row seat, get you one of those ringside seats. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy the show. You know, like we always say, protect yourself at all times.
come on.
Please, don't have us throw the towel in on your ass.
We're talking to you right there. You.
Throw the towel.
Don't do it. No, you, motherfucker. Don't be a dick either.
That's what I'm talking about.
You.
Don't
right
be
there.
a Richard.
Right there.
I was TV trained with under Al Snow, Doug Basham, Maisie Maria, Josh Ashcraft, Southern Discomfort. Like I got to learn from some of you that people that I've been and where I